All right, we're live. So it's 4 o'clock. It's that time when Trump throws his tantrums on Twitter. So I figured, why not show to America that there are other nutcases also lurking in the shadows during the time worshipped by dervishes and Rumi. Remember that Venn diagram code? The 4 o'clock morning has secret to show that we no one else can apparently. Yeah. Never mind. So the irony is, I used to talk about doing the discipline for wake up at 4. I actually get up at 4, like it or not. It's my body clock adjusted to it. Maybe it's because about a year ago I consciously did it, but then I don't know if it adjusted automatically or it's because of the fucking temperature. It's like minus is 46, which is how do you calculate from Fahrenheit to Celsius? So if it's 46 degree right now, that is what? Minus what? Was the it's 300, it's 28 Kelvin, right? Who uses Kelvin anyways, other than Kelvin? Even Kelvin wouldn't use Kelvin. Which makes me wonder what temperatures, what kind of units of value, many units of temperatures are there, right? There's temperature, I mean, there's Celsius, Fahrenheit. Um, so today we'll be reviewing This Book Will Change Your Life. It's one of my favorite books. I mean, because it's not a freaking book. I mean, look what it is. Wait, wait. I don't know how does it work. Okay, here. I have to somehow. Like I don't know, but you get the gist. It's basically like the creativity book, and I love books like that. I love books which are like takes 0 calories to burn for your synapse burst. Um, Books like Ripley's Believe It or Not, license plate book, this book, which or like in picture book. We vilify people. We feel this. We think it's some kind of superior intellectual superiority and trumpeting and chest thumping and upmanship. If you can read obtuse, like as if that's some kind of pride. There's some credit reading Einstein's book or Gödel's thesis or anything. Or like even if I were to just say, oh, I read Charles during thesis, people be like as if even if you don't, people think that's I'm not saying pretentious. People there's this pride which people derives from as if like chess, like as a chess is some better, as if you're a chess player, you sound more superior than if you're some dumbass who listens to Cardi B, which is true, but not because of that reason. I mean, so I love this. I remember when I think probably bought it about 10 years ago from Barnes and Noble. I was high. Back then it wasn't legal, and I was paranoid, and that it added the effect of the high. And I bought it from Barnes and Noble, and I remember I have this photographic recall that when I came down, I flipped the page and it says, I don't know if I can find it, that you will. I think this is the one. Let me see. But even if I don't, it was. See, that's why books like these, and I'll get to my rant. Don't worry, I will rant. No worries. I mean, that's what I'm here to. But basically, there was this a photograph of a random person, like a female, and it said, "You meet this lady somewhere in the future," and that just blew me. I was already high. That tripped me out even more. That tenfold accelerated, like accentuated the high end because I was like, "Whoa, what if?" It's meta. It dissolves the boundary in reality, and it's a fantastic book. It says how to crash Bangladesh's economy. So everything was lining up for Bangladesh, and they wanted to crash it. I'll tell you for some of the. First of all, I highly recommend you get it if you're into creative stuff and everything. That's the thing I was getting at. If the book speaks for itself, it was written by Denzel, an American Gangster, said in a trailer between his takes. So yeah, this book speaks by itself. So I'll leave it to you to buy it. But so the thing I was driving at is we have this sense of superiority if you read this up to monographs from annals of mathematics or symbol or like, and but that's why the people shit on them, because books like this influence and shape me in my perspective, like Peter Sloan's creativity books, like just lateral thinking puzzle book, this type, Ripley's, which is nothing but unbelievable interesting obscure facts in tidbits, and I'm talking the original ones, which sketches, not the disgusting watered down new ones, which doesn't of course do justice, because the whole point of Ripley's was the sketches, and if you just put some photographs, that just kills the whole vibe. I mean, that's yeah, that's why I don't like superhero movies, whether it be Ninja Turtles or Batman. And about Joker, he completely destroyed, revolutionized, and destroyed it. The point being, where was I? Point being, all Aristotle said all men by nature desire to learn. We're all curious. We're all inquisitive. Babies are curious. Babies are inquisitive. It's the baby's nature. That's why Montessori is so effective, because one forces that. And most of the books that shape my life, this is because I sought them out myself, like Raymond Smullyan's this book knows no title, and that's why I'm an autodidact. I proudly I say I hate fucking college and formal education as much as influence. They had also their share of influence, like but that's a different off topic, as if we're not off topic enough. The point being, everyone desires to know. And I also have a book called Know It All by A.J. Jacobs. He's like trying to, he waters down all this interesting stuff. I mean, that those facts by itself tell story. Those all these weird tribes who are like believe there are spirits in trees, or like freaking, mommy or whatever. But you don't have to make education entertaining, nor you have to make education boring. I mean, people will learn. I think Ken Robinson is doing his part. I think we really need to destroy education, and I think we should. Here is the question of the day. I'm raising question here. Here's the question: should education be abolished? How much damage are we doing? Even you know. Okay, here's the rant more. People think that Hitler, Pol Pot, these people are criminals. These people are terrorists, dictators. I think more the nature of evil. People are more evil because those physical acts of violence and brutality doesn't make them evil. It's the ideology, the thought you harbor in your mind, the resentment, the spite, the anger, jealousy. Those have more egregious ramifications than just pure evil. Because there was a Sufi story. Before I wrap it up. So this guy, he's this gambler, and it could be any vice. Let's assume it was gambling. There's a Sufi story. I think probably read in English. Wisdom of the dervishes, that he so this guy, he wanted to help out this gambler. Yeah, and so what he used to do every time he used to go out in his Indian casino in Temecula from Yemen, he used to put a stone on his doorstep, and he did that like he did that for a long time. There was this big pile of stones, and then one day, um, and the dude felt guilty, and he thought, wow, this guy is trying his best to help me out. And then one day, as it turned out, God blasted this two. Well, basically, he sent an angel, and he took them out. And he's the sniper. And apparently, Angel is the sniper. And the sniper is played by an angel, Angel Jibril, Gabriel's horn and everything. So the angel, and then he said, "Hey, the goody guy, say, I'm sorry, the gambler said, you know what? I think it's a mistake because." And then he said, "Oh, you know what? The angel told gambler, you're going to heaven, and the dervish, you're going to hell." And the guy said, "What the hell? You made a mistake." And he got angry. He's like, "What the fuck you mean when we made a mistake? We never make a mistake." I'm embellishing it as if it wasn't telling. So the guy said, because every time he went out and gambled, and he saw this pile of stones, he actually his thing that was happening in his mind was, this guy is good. He's trying to change me. While Every time he did that, you vilified him, you humiliated him, shamed him by putting all the stones on his doorsteps. So that's a more egregious offense in my book. And that's the thing. I in my roast, I said that guy with the Nazi thing, the hood thing. I mean, I don't think. I think all these abstract ideologies and sins and these have more egregious. These are more egregious. Even me too. Whatever the shaming, as if shaming is not. We take people, the criminal, hardcore criminal, put them solitary. That's giving them silent treatment. That has more. That is more in my book. There's more disgusting than the crime that he commits. The condemnation, the vilification, the shaming, the punishment. We are no better than the criminals. Society is no better than the criminals they vilify, they crucify. I mean, imagine this. Let's take a high school, for example, or like this kind of preschool. This child has done something he doesn't know. Suppose a child kills a cat or like human being. Let's just push it as far as possible, and then next day he finds out that no one bats an eye, no one says anything. But they give them the silent treatment. They don't they play deception, and the children are it can be so manipulative and everything. I'm just saying, because even though they're angels, but because they pick it up from their parents. So, and imagine the teacher doesn't say anything, they don't pretend, but they give the silent treatment. The microaggressions, whatever he says, they gaslight him. In my opinion, whatever crime he committed, even he shoved up some probably some bully probably from the top of rooftop. I'm not justifying, I'm not condoning, I'm not saying this. Not, I'm just saying we have these degrees of evil, this sin in our life where we think that it's okay but no, it's not. It's not. The people who are doing the crime is no heinous than the person who's judging him. And the great rishis understood it. Jesus understood it. They know who by. And these are the core preachings and teachings of Christianity and other religions, which you don't pay no heed to. I mean, the whole point of religion was compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, and not we gloss we and conveniently gloss over it. Not religion. Even Democrats and liberals, and they keep wondering why they're losing their ground, their foothold, and their supporters and subscribers, because obviously, people can sense manipulation, deception, and holier than the superiority and ego. And now, I mean, even in America, like people feel that when I read about this obscure, like at least we're not supposed to, as a Muslim, like if you look like a Muslim brown or with beard or whatever, you have to read about Torah. You have to even Torah, even that's like, oh, what are you doing? What are you? I mean, as if in Bill Maher, Washington Post, all these people, and even on Facebook. But these are all, I'm ranting, but this is still, these are the old American white, middle-aged, white collar people. They think even in Bill Maher, they used to have guests who are Muslims, and it's like when they go to gun control or other stuff, weed. Pot legalized, they would like they wouldn't ask them their opinion, as if in America Muslims like we have little people like me, we live in little boxes, pigeonhole compartments, as if we can only talk about Israel and Palestine, and that is more disgusting and more disgustingly stereotypical and sotto voce racist. Even you go to Facebook, and one of the likes I got was from a World Economic Forum because I made a religious joke which I pissed off Muslim, and that got had 400 likes. I don't like that. I like the one. I like how we're talking about Facebook reactions and emojis. I like the ones where I get the haha reaction, even if it's one person, because if it's an interesting joke and it makes someone laugh, that makes my day. We live in an age of virality where it's like you have to get 8 billion likes. No, look at all the garbage the internet spews us on a continuous basis that has 10, 20, 80 billion likes, and it's garbage. I think there's beauty in Yugen. I learned from Alan Watts actually. There is this beauty in obscurity in this Da where, why do I love books like Ripley? I'll show you that book because books like this, because it talks about obscure facts, and that stimulates that stimulates our neurons. So. Where was I? So the whole point, offshoot of this was, A, well, yeah, basically, should education be abolished? That's I leave you with that question. Not everything has to be douchebaggy and fun and haha, self-deprecating everything. I think I'm raising. That's another thing. That's these are the one of the good things that I learned from education, or my professor from philosophy, and he was actually he probably took three classes there: epistemology, symbology, and I think two classes. But the point being, he said when you write an essay, don't be pretentious and write "we will prove," just write "I." And I think see those are some of the ironically the subtle great teachings of derived from education, which brings us to the last question: should education be abolished? And I think it invariably should. Even Montessori. I mean, not even homeschooling. Why? Just do it with education. It's a tremendous waste of time. It's nothing but indoctrinating, regurgitated bullshit and inculcating them in children's brain, which they should be spend better time inventing and playing and uh, and so children are trolls. We have this school near our house. This school, and it's like there's this fucking reticulated this fence. I don't know, Nolan fence, I think. I know their name now, or whatever. I don't know what their name is, Nolan or something. And NOWLIN. And this kid, this baby, and it's like the sun comes out, and it's almost like a glimpse of heavenly, um, this piece of like glimmer of into the holographic universe, into the future realm of heavenly, where these kids are these angel beautiful faces, they're playing and having no fun, and that's exactly how it should be. I'm sure people who teach them, the teachers and the caretakers, they feel guilty because it's like they're having too much fun, they're not should. And that's another thing, why do you have so much guilt about happiness? Dane Sposs, another guy who influenced my life, he's on YouTube, and he also talks about it. Society, church, authority, people makes feel guilty if you feel happiness. But then we try. That's our entire life is geared to happiness, and we wonder why we can't be happy because we feel guilty about it. It's like we're in this dissonance, this continuous cognitive tug of war, where one foot is on the brake, one foot is in acceleration. But yes, we have to pay our bills. As my mom is listening, she will remind me astutely that yes, we still have to pay our bills at the end of the day.